Guys, good morning to you. Yeah, 20 years later, and the pain still remains for anyone who was here, anyone who lost friends or family members. The scars still visible, and the raw emotion here at the World Trade Center site. Of course, in a few moments, what you will hear is the first bell tolling at 8:46. That will signify when the first plane struck one of the two twin towers, and then the memorial will go silent, and all you'll hear are the cascading waters of the reflecting pools, perhaps symbolic of the tears we cried on 9/11 and in the days, months, and years following. Of course, it is going to be attended by so many dignitaries. We're talking about President Joe Biden, as well as First Lady Jill Biden, former President Barack Obama, as you said, Bill Clinton, and Secretary of State former Hillary Clinton, current Governor Kathy Hochul, the mayor, and of course the fire and police commissioners who we spoke with this morning. And they are carrying the weight of so many people on their shoulders. For the fire department, the fire commissioner is carrying the weight of all 343 members he lost that day, as well as the 257 who suffered with 9/11 illnesses. For the police department, Commissioner Dermot Shea is not only dealing with that, but also the threat assessment piece of this. 9/11 cancers and illnesses are affecting so many people. We are talking about 23,000 people diagnosed with 9/11 cancers and 15,000 people and counting who have died from 9/11 illnesses. Some 75% of New York City firefighters and EMS members who were here that day have 9/11 cancers. Let's hear now from the fire and police commissioners.
That first plane struck the North Tower. We felt it in headquarters. We heard it, and we could see it right from our offices. So Pete Gancey and I jumped in the car immediately and headed over the bridge, all the while looking up at the damage. And that's when I said to him, this will be the worst day of our lives, Pete. And that was before the second plane struck. It was before I even considered the collapse of these towers.
If you think about it, Miles, you know, we have the saying, never forget. And these are the days when it's really important for them to realize that we will never forget the sacrifice of their loved ones. And we do everything we can to make sure all New Yorkers know that, you know, New York City in 2021 is a beautiful place, but it got here through a lot of sacrifice.
Such a tough day for the fire commissioner. He lost two of his best friends who were commanding that scene. He told me he was lucky to be alive that day because he stopped to talk to someone who he knew whose wife was in the South Tower, and it collapsed. We are live in Lower Manhattan. I'll send it back to you.